You're now listening to the Z-Listers podcast with Brady, Neil, and AJP.
Compose yourself. Let's go. I really got to go to bed, bro.
Me too, asshole. Maybe you should have shown up at 6:45. Fucking piece of crap. All right. Hey, what's up, Z-Listers? How's it good? No, you started. I'm not feeling it.
I keep this in every time we do this little back and forth just to show how bad you are at it. What's up, everybody? It's the Z-Listers podcast. I am AJP, the MC. Across from me is my lovely co-host, Brady Neal.
That's me.
Wasn't that hard?
That's what she said.
Oh, boy. Real quick, before we get started, shout out Jordan Rogers, bro.
Yes.
Did you see the comments he left us?
Immense respect and appreciation for
Bro.
our boy Jordan Rogers. Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Did we both say Roberts?
I think I said Rogers.
Should we re-record this?
No, fuck it.
I
We'll
feel
do it
bad.
live. Jordan Rogers,
He's our biggest fan.
You're the man. You left us 2 comments on SoundCloud, and the first comment, the thing I love about SoundCloud is when you leave a comment, it shows the timestamp.
Uh-huh.
The first comment he left on, I think this was episode 11 or 10. The first comment that he left was at 3:05, and then the second comment was at 48:42.
Yeah.
This man listens to the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we are not just speaking into a void.
He's really riding with us. That's our friend.
I don't know why, but I got very uncomfortable when you said that.
He's our good friend. No, seriously, it was pretty cool. He said, you two talking shit is just funny, gets me through the workday, which I thought was really sweet.
I thought that, yeah.
And,
it's crazy to think that us two being idiots in your room recording it brings somebody joy.
Yeah. I barely bring myself joy. Like, it's crazy.
You bring yourself joy.
Oh, yeah.
About
a couple
twice
times a week. Yeah.
Twice a day.
Yeah. No, but seriously, we appreciate it, and it was cool to see.
So see what happens if you engage with our content?
Yeah.
You drop a comment, we'll shout you out on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, when we get to millions and millions and millions of listeners, we can't do this.
Well, we could do it, just not to everybody.
Well,
you know?
yeah, but...
And we're never going to forget you, Jordan. Never.
Jordan what?
You're our friend. Jordan Rogers.
Yes,
not
you did
Roberts.
It. You did it. Yeah, he's the day one. When we get merch, he's the first one to get merch.
Oh, hell yeah.
I do want to talk about something that we talked about a little bit before.
The mac and cheese or
No.
the tea?
No, neither.
The watch. Oh, yikes.
So, we're recording this. We don't do this at the studio we used to anymore, but we do this at Brady's house, in his room.
In my bedroom.
In
next
Brady's
to my Terminator poster.
And the Blade Runner poster, and the Goonies poster, and the Jaws poster, and the Stranger Things poster, and the Trae Young poster.
The best for last. Trae Young, baby, Hawks Nation.
I wish I was making up... Ew. You just caught. Ew. I wish I was making up how many posters this man had on the wall. But we're setting up to do the podcast, and I noticed over on the floor by this like little bookshelf that Brady has was a watch.
Yeah.
Like a nice watch that he like just got.
As a birthday present.
As a birthday present.
From a good friend.
And it's on the floor. So I pick it up, and I'm like, my man, your watch is on the floor. And tell me what you said.
I said I'm quarantining it. I'm letting it quarantine.
You're quarantining a watch on the floor in the corner of your room. What the fuck is your problem?
Okay, so here's what happened: is I went to a bar kind of nearby, and I think we talked about this. It wasn't like too crazy crowded or anything, but I was still a little nervous. And when I got home, you know, it has a leather band. You can't wipe down a leather band with alcohol wipes, so I put it in a corner and decided to give it like 2 weeks to chill. so the COVID would die.
If that's not the most Brady thing ever. And I know you were counting down the days in your head until I moved
marked on my Trae Young calendar.
Jesus fucking Christ. I wish I stayed home. What else can we talk about?
Immediately before AJ got here, I had I prepared a small feast, a very small but humble and frankly unappealing feast for myself. It was just mac and cheese with ground turkey, and I had a very big serving, and I had 2 piping hot cups of tea.
I think people focus too much about the looks rather than the taste. I don't care what it looks.
Even with people.
I don't care what it looks like if it tastes good.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I agree. Like on cooking shows and stuff, they always take off points for presentation, but it's like
It's gonna be poop.
how's it feel in your mouth?
How's it feel? Yeah, I mean, like a good-looking dish is more appetizing, but I don't care.
Hey, you know who I want to smack in the gob? Is
This episode sucks.
Okay, you can't come in here with that negative energy because then it's gonna suck, you piece of shit. I want to smack people in the gob when they say you eat with your eyes. Hey, guess what? It goes in your mouth. You taste it with your tongue, so that's not true. Fuck you, pretentious piece of shit. Blindfold me and I'll tell you what tastes better.
But I think you would definitely say some shit like that if you were on a date or something.
Okay, maybe. No, maybe I would say that, but I also have to admit, like, you've probably witnessed this before. I have like this habit when I'm eating, I'll sniff my food.
Oh my
like,
God, yes, it's so weird.
bite.
It's so weird. You're like the fucking guy from Everyone Loves Raymond. He has to touch it to his chin.
Right. I remember
But you have
that,
to smell
Robert.
it. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I feel like it's part of the experience, and you eat with your nose, you know?
No, you don't. You eat with your mouth. It goes in your mouth.
Yeah. Mouthfeel.
I hate mouthfeel. I'll swing on someone that says mouthfeel, bro.
We've talked about this before. Is there a difference between texture and mouthfeel?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't get it. Like, isn't texture the only way you would discern the texture is with feeling it with your mouth. I don't think I hope food critics aren't like mushing up their string beans with their hands, you know? Hand feel.
I don't know. I don't eat at places that would describe their food by mouthfeel.
Yeah.
You know, Applebee's ain't doing that.
Yeah. What if it was like a strip club?
I think you might get thrown out.
Dude, I'm down to go to a strip club. I'm single. Oh, coronavirus.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's the second time you did that today.
Yeah. What was the other time?
We were talking to somebody and they were telling us about how much they love karaoke and they used to go to the karaoke bar like every week and everything. And you were like, well, why'd you stop going? And they looked at you like, you fucking idiot.
Like 3 people turned and they were like, you moron. You wasted space.
Can I tell us, and if you don't want me to, I'll cut it out after. But
bro, no shame.
Okay. I want to talk about something that happened today.
Okay.
It was like a moment you and I had today.
Okay.
So I think we said it on the last podcast. I'm not going to get too specific, but Brady and I both had to have a little bit of a career change because of coronavirus. Yeah. And we now work together in a quite serious environment.
A professional setting, if you will. I know that's very vague, but...
Yeah, I know. So, where we work, there's like... Part of it, there's like an assembly line, you would say, right?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Conveyor belt.
Yeah, and you were sitting at a spot in the line, and I was like maybe 10 feet away doing something else. And the line didn't start yet, right? So everyone was getting ready. And I look over at you, and you were dead ass asleep. You were sitting at the line, bro. You were sitting at the line, and your head was going down. Your eyes were closing, and like you were out, and you were leaning forward, and then you caught yourself, and the first person you saw was me looking at you, cracking up, bro. I was laughing so loud, and you were like looking around, like so startled, like it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And luckily nobody else saw, but it was kind
You're
of
very lucky nobody else saw. You were out.
Yeah, I don't know if I was out. I was dozing.
No, you were.
I was hitting that lean with it, rock with it, but I wasn't out.
No. Because I was watching you for a second. Your head went down a couple times and back up, and you looked around, and then like that last one, the big one, you went down for like 8 or 9 seconds, bro.
You think so?
You were down there, bro.
No way.
I was
My
watching.
brain just hit shut down for a sec.
Windows restart sound.
Bing bong, bing bong. I don't know if we could say that. Bill Gates might be scouring the interwebs
For anybody making Windows noises.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
With their mouths. Yeah.
You were out.
You know, it's even worse is like that happens to me pretty often. Like I'd say that happens to me once a day.
Like you were gonna say like once a week maybe.
Once a day, like 3 or 4 days out of the week. That I'll usually it's usually after
God.
lunchtime. I'll just hit a little lull. I don't know, like you know how you get tryptophan on Thanksgiving from the turkey and it puts you to sleep. I don't know. We do eat a lot of turkey actually, so maybe that's it.
Well, we had chicken today.
Okay.
Did we have the same thing today?
Yeah, we had nice little grilled chicken.
It wasn't nice, but that shit
it was
trash.
all right. Had some slimy peppers on it and stuff. It was good. No, but I don't know. It just makes me gives me the resties.
I've definitely like caught myself like starting to doze off.
Yeah.
But dude, you were out.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Well, usually what I'll do is I'll stand up for a little bit because you can't really doze off standing up unless you're like real fucked up or something. But which for the record I never am at work. But no, the position on the line that I was working and you couldn't really stand up. I mean, you could. This job is fucking murdering my upper back, by the way.
Yeah, my neck is getting pretty fucked.
Yeah, my neck and my upper
I felt
back.
my shoulder today when
Yeah.
we were doing that big lot at the end.
Right. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I had to say that because
I was snoozing.
We laughed.
And
I
cruising.
laughed hard about it, and then you laughed kind of hard, but then you were like embarrassed, like, "Oh fuck, I hope
Yeah.
nobody saw that." But
it was a little bit of a self-conscious laugh, and it was also like a "Where am I?" kind of laugh. You know what I mean? Like I'm laughing kind of nervously because you're laughing, but at the same time I'm like, "Shit!" Like how long was I asleep?
Did I just wake up here? Oh my god, that dude. Also, too, you know what's like really funny is we'll like joke around at work and then think about how serious the job is.
Yeah.
And then that makes everything so much funnier because like not that we're not taking it serious, but like we're not taking it that serious.
Yeah. No. Well, the thing is like again, keeping it vague, but we get checked on our work in a sense, like because because there are people who are in charge of like making sure that everything is up to snuff. So like if we ever fuck something up, we would be fired.
Yeah.
And since we haven't been fired, we haven't fucked anything up, so we're good.
Yeah. When we do get fired though, then we get to say like what it was and I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, sure. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
It works. We joke.
Also, I don't think we could get fired if like the people at work found out we did a podcast.
Oh yeah.
But if they
that
heard
wasn't
what
a
we're
concern
saying
of
right
mine.
now about how we don't really give a fuck,
Yeah.
that would be a problem.
Maybe.
You think?
I don't know.
I'm not saying that so I can say it.
Right.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
But
you and I joke on the regular, like literally every day at work. We're like, we're gonna get fired, just like because it's funny, but also it might happen. Because we crack the fuck up. I'll tell you what.
And it's also, I'm sorry to cut you off. It's not a place that you can just be laughing as loud and as hard as we do.
Yeah, especially with the boss we have. She can be a little hard nosed sometimes.
Actually, both of them.
Yeah. Well. She's a hard nose. He's just kind of a slimy little ferret. I don't like him that much. But
Did you say a slimy ferret?
Yeah. He's not. Oh, I didn't say fairy, if that's what you thought. I wouldn't say that. No, I said ferret, like the animal. Like he's real slinky. Like if you tried to hold him, he'd wriggle out. But it's been great. Like this past week and a half that you've been working with me has been an absolute delight.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Brady's been there how many months now?
Since April, so like 5.
Okay. And I just started. Thanks for getting me that interview, by the way.
Anytime.
Dude, I crushed it.
Did you?
And yeah, I got the job.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm going in my second week now. As we record this on September 1st, I'm going into my second week. And yeah, dude, I've never laughed as hard as early in the morning in my life, ever.
Me neither. And we just laugh nonstop all day. Like, it's just a giggle fest.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrific.
Yeah.
Like, I'll seek you out to tell you a bit. If you're working on a different line, I'll rush over and be like, what did I tell you yesterday that just... Oh, can we say that?
What?
The leash thing?
Sure, that was at lunch, but sure.
We were at lunch.
And you were laughing. You leaned over to. Okay, so we have to sit like they have the tables all like set up so everyone's like socially distanced and everything.
It's a real big cafeteria.
It's huge, but so you're like a good 5-6 feet away from me.
Yeah.
And you look over to try to tell me something, and you just start dying, like laughing as hard and as loud as ever, like always. And you're like, imagine, and you're like dying, right? And you're like,
I knew it was gonna kill you too.
And you're like, I have to text it to you. So then,
because I didn't feel comfortable saying it out loud because there were some pretty ladies sitting near us. But what? Do you want to read it, or you want me to read it?
You can read it. It was yesterday at exactly 11:40 a.m.
Okay, yesterday at 11:40 a.m. I texted him. And mind you, I'm dying laughing when I send this. I said, "What if one day you just walk?" Oh, we're gonna build it up so much. Okay, let's just say it. What if one day you just walk me into work on a leash? And I don't know why I found that so funny. I guess it's playing into like the whole weird gay thing.
Yeah.
Which, not that all gay people are sexual deviants, but
if we were gay, we would be sexual deviants.
Exactly.
My
just
God.
the image of me with a little leash and collar. Also, and then you asked me afterwards, after you were done having a conniption fit, we were both literally crying, laughing, and you said, "Would you crawl?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I would crawl. What would be the point of the leash?"
I don't know. I just had so many images running through my mind. Would you crawl? Would you like be just walking next to me in front of me?
Or like kind of the weird like hobbled over like all fours, like Planet of the Apes thing.
But you brought it up, you brought it up because it's funny. But since yesterday, like 2 or 3 more times, is this something you want to experiment with?
You've asked me this before. I don't know. No, I don't think so. Not with you, anyway. Maybe with like Eva Mendes or somebody. No disrespect to Ryan Gosling.
I thought you were literally gonna name a coworker, and I was like, "Oh, please don't do that."
Oh my goodness. No, I've never tried anything real kinky like that, or really had sex in general. I've had sex like 3 times, basically.
Is that something you want to do? Like, not with me.
Get put on a leash?
Yeah.
No, I'm good. But I won't specify, but a lady from my past and I did discuss like the possibility of like some very light like BDSM shit, like
Okay.
you know, like fucking pink fuzzy handcuffs or something like that. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
And I'd be down for that. You know,
For you to get handcuffed?
either or.
Okay.
Let's try it out. Let's get naughty with it.
Okay. What's your limit?
What's my limit? Nothing's going in my butt or near it. Well.
Oh my God.
Get a little white wine in me first. I don't drink white wine.
How about Fireball?
Get some Fireball in me. You could just straight up fucking.
If you get some Fireball in you, you can get in you.
Yeah. Jesus. What's something I've really wanted to try?
Or like, where's somewhere like you really wanted to have sex? Because I assume
Like Epcot or something?
I assume like, since you talk about how little you've had sex,
Yeah.
I've assumed it's always been in like a bed.
Yes. Oh, well, one time it was in a gazebo.
That's right.
You remember the gazebo story? That's about.
What about back of a car?
Yeah, I haven't had sex in the back of a car, but I've like fooled around and done stuff in the back of a car.
That counts.
But that's
I guess.
about it. Back of a Range Rover.
Shower.
Shower. Yeah. Who hasn't gotten a little?
I think the
frisky in
shower is overrated. It's a good idea in the moment, and once you're in there, sucks.
I think it's
Kinda.
fun. I think it's fun to just goof around. You know.
What the fuck? What?
To just goof around with our naked bodies.
What the fuck? Hello? Are you shitting me?
But for actual intercourse, no, that's not it.
Where are some more places to goof around?
What, like maybe in a park or like on a trail or not in a park like with fucking a playground nearby, but like on a trail, like a national park, you know? You see that online on the interwebs.
You see that online. Oh my goodness. Oh Christ.
This is dead air. You got notes?
These notes are kind of old, but one thing I wrote here, no idea what it means. It's italicized.
Okay.
I'm marrying an old man now, and I'm so glad I want to do it. That was definitely in reference to something else, but no, I couldn't tell you.
Now, and I'm so glad I want to do it. Huh.
What else? Sometimes I just get random thoughts, and I'm like, this would be something funny to talk about. If you were an action figure, what accessories would you come with?
Definitely basketball. Ball is life.
I love being prepared with my answer and springing things on you. That's very fun for me.
Guitar. I'd have a guitar for sure. Maybe like a fleshlight or something.
Okay. Here's mine. Ready? So it would definitely be like some sort of hat because I'm always wearing a hat.
Okay.
That's basic. But then I would come with a can, right? And you know how an action figure's hands, like all the fingers are stuck together?
Yeah.
And it's like a C, right?
Yeah.
So the can...
Throwing up gang signs.
I'm ignoring that. The can...
fucking G.I. Joe be on some crip shit.
Bro, I used to be so pissed when the one hand wouldn't be able to hold the gun right because they're both like the same way.
Yeah. You know what sucked too? Sorry to derail you, but you do it to me like literally every time we record. Like some action figures had more points of articulation than others.
In the same set.
Yeah, so some were like more stiff and others like you can make them do high kicks and shit.
So it's like an unfair fight right off the bat.
Yeah, and it's just like I'm trying to have like elaborate fantasies here and you're...
Oh, you do pretty well with that on your own.
Did I ever tell you about Shego? We'll talk about it.
Okay. It would come with a can.
Uh-huh.
One side of the can would be a Red Bull. And then if you spun it so that was against my action figure hand so you couldn't see it, it'd be an Old Milwaukee on the other side.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Definitely come with a skateboard.
You don't skateboard.
You don't play guitar.
Fuck you. I'll play something for
Fuck
you right
you,
now.
I'll skateboard right now.
What?
Yeah.
You don't have a skateboard.
Dude, I probably got one in my trunk. I'll do a fucking kickflip.
I wish you would.
Dude, I'll McTwist over your fucking house.
Dude, you wear one Etnies shirt and you think you skate.
Bro. Oh, you're a fucking dork.
Just
bro.
because you wear Vans doesn't mean you know how to do a
I
kickflip.
shred. Do you know where I got these Vans? Ask me where I got them.
Where?
At the skate park of Tampa.
Oh my goodness.
I bought these at a skate park because I skate.
Holy shit.
I bought them at a skate park because I skate.
Tony Hawk's about to give you some sort of endorsement deal.
Bro, I know. My grandparents met Tony Hawk's mom, bro. Okay?
Right.
My grandparents used to own a skate shop.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. I got nothing. Some episodes are going to rip. Some are going to suck. What were you saying about... Tell me about what?
Oh, I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm saying it anyway. I'm just kind of an open book on this podcast. Like, fuck it. I at this point, you know, I just want to make Jordan Rogers piss his pants at work.
Yeah, our main goal. Jordan, we want you to piss yourself, bro. At work.
We should just talk. We should just always talk to him like he's the third person on our podcast who can never respond. Even if we make it to like 10 million listeners, we'll just always be like, anyway, I wonder what Jordan would say about this.
And then have like a 30-second pause so he could think about it and then say it. And then we're like... Good point.
Like on Dora?
Yeah, that's exactly. Bro, when I was a little kid and I was like, I started to have like suspicions that it was fake.
Yeah.
But she couldn't hear me.
Uh-huh.
So one day I had a plan. I was like, I'm not going to say anything today.
Right.
We're going to see if she can
test
hear me.
this bitch.
And she fucking still was like, I like that too.
Yeah.
I was crushed.
Fucking snake.
I never watched again.
How could she?
I was from that day forward, I was Swiper's biggest fan.
It was fuck Dora since then.
Yep.
Speaking of fucking, I just want to say Jack Harlow in his hit song "What's Poppin'" has a line where he says "dark haired bitch and she looked like Shego." I was on that wave way before him.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Shego is from Kim Possible? Green chick? Oh my goodness, look her up. She's a baddie.
Shego?
When I was a kid, I had like...
Oh, I know this.
Yeah, she bad, bro.
Dark-haired bitch, and she looks like Shego.
Yeah. I went to like a McDonald's or something, and at the time they were doing Kim Possible toys, and I got a Shego, little Shego toy. And I remember, I don't know how old I was, but this is like one of my first sexual experiences ever. I took the Shego action figure into the shower with me and like kissed it and like kissed the boobs. I didn't even know what any of that meant, you know? I just felt an impulse, I guess. And I was just picture, or maybe don't picture, but just like little me, like 10 years old, making out with a McDonald's toy.
That some guy probably handed you who was like 17 and stoned, and you took it home and violated it.
Yeah.
Oh
Well, I
my
cleaned
God.
her first, you know? I showered her with me.
Oh my God. Oh, bro. Fuck a therapist, bro. This is the podcast.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah, and your glasses are at like the end of your nose right now. You look very therapizing.
Therapizing?
I don't fucking know, man. This sucks.
I don't fucking know, man. This sucks.
This is gonna have to be like when we hit it big time. This is gonna have to be like one of the Stitcher deep cuts that you only get if you subscribe to Stitcher.
Yeah. No, you know what? I found. Do you remember? Because the first one that we did was February of 2018.
Okay.
Right. Before that, in like December and January, we did like 4 or 5 at the studio, and for some reason we didn't start till like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know that video you have of me singing that Nicki Minaj song?
Yeah.
Singing Anaconda?
Yeah.
Those are actually, the audio is kind of distorted because I wasn't really sure what I was doing. But those were like some pretty decent episodes.
Were they?
Yeah. So I'm like, those
still
could be
have
there.
them?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
And the spooky episode we did when we ordered Cheesecake Factory.
And we got drunk.
And we got drunk and it was like Halloween and we started, like the first half we were talking about just drinking, then we ordered food. And then for like 2 hours we talked if ghosts are real. And we like got really scared. Yeah.
For 2 hours?
It was like the second half of that podcast was like 2 hours
Holy
talking about
moly.
ghosts. And I tried to edit it and I felt drunk listening to it. But I still have it.
Okay, good.
So but, like
I wanna
we
listen
have
to
some episodes that can be like
for the vault.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
But I don't want to intentionally make them for the vault.
Right.
Because it's a waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be home fucking doing a lot better things.
Yeah,
than this.
well, that's debatable. But
I could be
you'd
home watching
running laps in NASCAR right now. Fucking
Bro.
dork.
PS Now, PlayStation Now, that shit slaps.
It does it? I wouldn't know because my internet is terrible.
My it's a little slow on Wi-Fi, but if I move my PlayStation to my desk and hardwire it, I think it'd be like perfect. People shit on like streaming games, and we talked about this. They're like everything's fucking streaming and everything's a subscription, but I like it when it comes to video games.
Why?
Because then I don't have to go get it. Like I'm not expecting like the biggest newest titles to be on there,
Right.
but it's nice to have that library of just
That's true.
crazy, weird, obscure games that I wouldn't go buy and spend.
And like Xbox right now is going crazy with like the Game Pass thing. Like they have a really good selection on there.
I want to get an Xbox.
Me too. I mean, I don't got like money, but I think I'm gonna get
money. We make the same amount of money now, bro. And if I'm thriving, you're thriving.
Okay, word. Well, I think this coming generation, I'm gonna get both. Like not right off the bat, but like eventually I will have a PS5 and an Xbox Series X or whatever it's called. It's such a fucking dumb name. It's something like that. Like, hey, distinguish it more from the last one. It's like when Nintendo made the Wii and then they made the Wii U. And like a lot of people, it was an actual thing. Like a lot of people thought that was like a peripheral for the Wii. They didn't know.
Wasn't it like a tablet?
It was like its own like console, but then there was a tablet attached, like linked to it, I think.
This is 57 minutes of bullshit.
You should just close this program without saving it.
How come we could do this for 8 hours a day and it's funny? And then
Maybe that's why. Maybe we've sapped all our energy.
I know. I just think we both worked like a long fucking day. And
Yeah.
it's 8.
And you showed up way too
Shut
late.
the fuck up.
And I had to do some Betty Crocker shit.
Some petty crimes.
Betty Crocker.
Petty Crocker.
This really sucks. Should we just end it?
Yeah, all right, whatever. We had some goofs. We had some gaffes.
Yeah.
What else? You got anything you want to say? You never are prepared for this.
Okay, I have two things. First of all, I think this should not be like a regular occurrence, but every once in a while, I think it would be fun to have like a drunk episode or like a high episode.
I think that's why this sucks.
Why?
We're usually drunk.
I wouldn't say usually.
One of us is usually drunk.
Jesus Christ. You get a contact high if you look at an old Milwaukee poster. No, I think it would be cool to do like an episode like that every once in a while.
No, it wouldn't be because, like I said earlier, the one.
Oh, you felt like you were drunk.
The one that I called a spooky episode
Yeah.
because we record, and I think it was like 2 days before Halloween.
Uh-huh.
That's why. And then we started talking about. That's what made us talk about ghosts.
Right.
It was bad.
Yeah.
We thought it was funny, but it was bad.
Yeah.
And because we were drinking way, for like 45, maybe 25 minutes, we were talking about the difference between a Dixie cup and a shot glass. And we were dying. It wasn't funny.
I want to listen to
I'll
it
send it to
immediately.
you, but I'll send you the uncut version.
Okay. Uncensored and uncut. Also, we should do a thing sometime where we like watch a movie and just like comment on it.
No.
No. Okay, cool. But can you and I, outside of the podcast, can we have that double feature? I want to watch Superbad and Pineapple
Yeah,
Express.
I'm okay with. Well, maybe one and then
No, both.
another day we'll come back.
Both.
And that's like 4 hours.
I don't care. I love you.
I'm not sharing a headphone with you sitting on your bed.
My toe's kind of numb. Do you think the lady that you paid on Fiverr to make our little intro, do you think she listens to this podcast?
No.
No? Damn.
I've thought about if she looked it up,
Yeah.
but she probably can't find it because she's typing in Z-listers.
That's gold. What if like a real funny person, like professional funny person, listened to this podcast and we said stuff like I say, "Oh, that's gold," and they're just like, "Oh my fucking god, these guys are so full of themselves." No, it's not gold.
I think that already happens.
Yeah. But Jordan's standing by us.
Honestly, don't know why, but I'm not going to question it.
Love you, man.
There's way too many of the shout outs.
Maybe we got to cut a bunch of them. Jordan, if you got friends, tell them about our crummy fucking podcast.
Calling it crummy is so funny to me, dude.
Welcome to the Crumbcast. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brady Neal. This is AJP.
That sounds too much like something else.
The Crumbcast? What were we talking about? Can we play it back?
No, I'm not. If I pause this, we're done.
Oh, fuck. Well, then let me butt for like 60 seconds while I try to get it back.
I might have to stop talking to you at work, bro.
No.
I might have to. You might have to sit by yourself at lunch.
No, we just got to take nootropics before we start the podcast.
Not a bad idea.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Also, maybe we should do this like on the weekend.
Yeah.
Also, listening to the previous one, I really think we could probably get John Quinones on the podcast.
You think so?
You know what? I was thinking a lot about this. Everyone has downtime right now.
Yeah.
So everyone's home.
Yeah.
And I think, a Skype or a Zoom interview is not the best.
Yeah.
But if they don't have to travel and we just need like an hour of their time.
Yeah. Okay, well, two things.
I really think we can get John Quinones on the podcast.
I love that, and I fully support it. Two things. First of all, do you think we can get him for a full hour?
What else is he doing? He's not filming What Would You Do stuff because of COVID.
Yeah. Well, second of all, would it even be... This is something we'll have to navigate if we ever end up getting famous people on here, which, probably never will.
Don't say that.
You say like
Don't say that.
every episode sucks, but then I can't say we're never. Okay, I take it back.
The episodes suck, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get famous people on.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we're famous.
Hey,
We're
we're the
Z-listers.
Z-listers.
I mean, we're famous, just not that famous.
And that's the point.
Yeah. Anyway, number 2, we'll have. I feel like we'll have to change our whole personas because we can't be like telling stories about coming in candles and shit.
I don't think I've ever said that on the podcast.
No, I have. We can't be saying that for John Quinones.
Oh, I swear to God, no matter who we have on this, my energy's staying the same.
Okay.
I'll ask it in like an interview way.
Yeah. Hey, John, have you ever come in a candle before?
You've been blowing
What
up my
would you
spot
do?
all day, bro. That's a personal story I told you off air because it's funny.
Well, we could delete it. Okay, let me give you. Can I give you an alternative take?
Sure.
Okay. Number 2, we're gonna have to completely change our personas up because we can't be like talking about like dirty shits that we took for John Quinones. You know what I mean? Unless he just gets down like that.
Dude, I would ask him some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like what's
Well,
I mean
but-
because where else can anybody really talk about things with no filter
Okay, but here's the thing.
or talk about just whatever they want?
He's got, some famous people don't have the no filter mentality and they got like an image to uphold and like they could be like, you're not allowed to use that episode. We can't just go, fuck it, we'll use whatever we got. If they rescind their...
Yeah, but you make them you write something up so that they can't. What we get is what we get.
Right.
And obviously, I mean, if it was somebody like big, right?
Like Big Sean?
Like Big Sean. Obviously, there would be things we would ask first. Or if we reach out to somebody's like team,
Yeah.
there would probably be things that they don't want to talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
They'll give us like a list of do's and don'ts.
Yeah. So if John Quinones faxes over his list and it's like, hey, don't talk about shit.
Yeah.
And don't talk about like,
I shit my pants at camp when I was a kid, and it's a traumatizing thing.
And it's like, John, nobody knows that about you. We weren't going to bring it up at all. Yeah, but I think like, whatever, bro. That's why people love or loved like Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony and shit. And why people love Joe Rogan, because you get to see like another side of
That's true.
people.
Dude, we should definitely get like a big Sibian, like that vibrating horse saddle thing. and have John Quinones riding.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
He'd be like, I'm about to ejaculate. What would you do?
Oh my god. I'm doing a podcast with two fucking losers. They have me riding a vibrating saddle. What would you do?
My prostate is buzzing. What would you do? He'll never be on the show. My nose is running.
I just got an ab workout. Holy crap.
Oh.
It's the Z-Listers podcast. If you like this, I don't know what to tell you.
Cut it all out, please.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one, maybe, if we even keep doing this. Bye.
Bye. Mwah.